Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force. Today we're here to talk about Quasar, and we're here to talk about the Quasar Scourge event. And boy, how easy was this? I kind of actually regret leveling up Quasar. I have not even used him in Alliance War yet. I thought that I leveled him up because I thought I would need him for his own Scourge event, things like that. I did not. Now, I've walked away with the 4 red. It is super easy to do. Honestly, all you need to do is use your Vigilantes, which you should have and be using since people have been running the negative zone and all of that. So if your goal is just to get the 4 red Quasar, it is beyond belief super easy, in my opinion, as long as you have the gear tier required. And honestly, they can punch up a little bit. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to do a little bit of gameplay on difficulty 10 here in this video, but I do want to say that, difficulty 8, which is what's required for the 4 red Quasar, was so easy that I didn't feel that it required a video. It was a lot of Silver Sable using her ultimate, putting trauma on everyone, and Hitmonkey stunning people, killing people, getting energy, rinse, repeat. A lot of the same stuff that kind of happens in Negative Zone, but way, way easier. In my opinion, this Scourge is easier than running Negative Zone, which is absolutely crazy. But we're going to talk about that and more, so let's boil this down. Okay, so the Quasar event is actually available for about 12 more days, so it's quite a bit of time for you to be able to do this. Like I said, I did one very quick run, took me like 20 minutes maybe max to do a difficulty 8, and using, honestly, you don't even need to use Quasar for this. So there is this this free Scourge here which buffs Quasar. It gives him the Vigilante and Thunderbolt's tag, so if you do have them available and you want to use them, go for it. What I would do is probably, I heard people are removing Punisher and putting Quasar in because Elektra still does the energy on spawn, so that's still pretty important. And some other mods that you can run is Home Field Advantage. Now this does nerf Elektra a little bit with 20% damage and 20% max health, but the other characters are getting more crit and more crit hit damage. So do keep that in mind. And also the Storm Warning Pact for raid abilities being active. That is very important. And really, that's all you need to have to get your 4 red. To get the Quasar, you would run the nodes. Honestly, it's a walk in the park. In my opinion, maybe it's not. I don't know. Like, I am running G19, of course, and the recommendation is G18. But honestly, I felt like I probably could have autoed it. It wasn't that challenging for at least my gear tier, because obviously I should be running D10. Now, again, if all you're wanting to do is milestone 11-ish, get up the 4 red, start Quasar, because there's not more than 4 red available in this anyways. This is pretty easy to do, that you can get this without a whole lot of effort, honestly. But if you do want to go a little bit further, if you want to get that milestone 15, which does contain 50 G20 gear pieces, that is pretty important, I would say. That does require you to run on difficulty 10. Now, that is what we're going to be doing in this run. Now, what I heard that you can do is that you can skip node number 10 if you put enough mods. I believe because the milestone requires 1.2 million, that means that this, I would just be shy of this, right? Because 10 nodes would be 1.3 million, so 9 nodes would be like 1.17. So I would need to kind of add another mod on here, and I think what I probably would do is not the World at War. If you're using Quasar anyways, you would run this, but if you're not running Quasar, this actually makes the enemies a lot harder. So what I think that I might actually do, I might do this one, the allies gain evade, but I don't think that's enough either. 1.33, it might just be enough, but I'm probably going to run Vile Rally. And the reason why I'm going to be running this one, I'm going to try this with this, because a lot of the times they have trauma on them. And if they have trauma, they can't clear negative effects anyways, which is often the case when you're running and using Silver Sable. So for the rest of this video, we are going to go ahead and do some gameplay here of difficulty 10. Now, it does suggest gear tier 20, so it might be a bit challenging, and we'll see how things go. And just doing a brief overview of the nodes, I want to kind of look at some of the things that might be getting buffed from using raids and war buffs. Now, for this, I am not using war. But for example, like you get the The hero as guardians right here for war buffs that they would have. There's some nowhere characters as well. But I heard that actually using the raid buffs for Spider Society is a bit of a pain in the ass. So we'll see what happens this time around at D10. When I ran it at D8, it was not a big problem, but D10 might be. You also have Liberty characters here that would get war buffed here on D10 as well, which would be a bit of a pain. You do have some Undying, right, who are Alliance War Specialists as well. You got some Novas, right? You got some nowhere characters that again are going to get buffed with war buffs. So I think there's actually quite a few absolute A-Force, right? They're war buffs. I forgot about that as well. So Mercs for Money, or at least Old Man Logan. So there's quite a few enemies here, Out of Time, or like Black Knight, anyways, Cosmic Ghost Rider, who would get buffed. Oh, and then Shadow King, right? So there's a lot more characters that are getting buffed here, in my opinion, from War than there is for Raid. So let's just see how things go, right? I don't know how hardcore I'm going to be about this, but I would like to see if I can just run it like this, because I'm not running the War Scourge, therefore I'm not going to be using Quasar. I could use my Thunderbolts in full as well, I suppose, because they are also going to be available for me. I have the raid buffs, but some of them are villains, so that might be a slight problem. So a lot of this just, we're going to see if I hit any focus problems, but a lot of this really just comes down to a lot of the same stuff that you've been seeing in other, in like the negative zone, for example. So I'm kind of using the exact same strategy. I've been using the same team for like God knows how long, it feels like it. So I'm going to go for Howard the Duck. I might go for Vol just to make sure Vol's dead. As far as kick goes, you know, Vol's a little bit older. Let's do an ultimate on Howard the Duck, kill him. And then I'm going to go over here. There's a lot of enemies on the node, right? There's like 18, so there's quite a few things that are going on. And I think if I kill these, yeah, they are going to cleanse, right? Because I don't have a new... I don't have a new trauma out yet. There we go. There's some trauma over there. We can do that over here. Again, the cooldowns are not really that big of a deal because I'm getting them back all the time when people die, things like that. But as you know, I don't have a trauma on Absorbing Man, so, you know, they are still cleansing. Sometimes we're going to put out another set of trauma with Silver Sable, so every time we get like 4 or 5 kills, you know, it's basically resetting that, so that's not really a big problem. We're going to go with the special over here because it's going to chain across the board. I do love me some Hitmonkey, and so far this first node really doesn't seem that big of a deal. So again, as long as they have trauma, that vial recovery or whatever the Scourge is really not making that big of a difference there. So I'll be honest, I'm not really putting a whole lot of thought into what I'm doing right here. Also, the good thing is because I'm running Electra, that means that when I end this, that it won't, I'll get my energy back at the start of the node. Again, not using Quasar here exactly, but let's go for Kang, actually. Might be a little... Oh, well, okay, Kang just dropped dead. Okay, I didn't expect him to die that quick. So I'm getting a lot of damage out of Punisher. Maybe it's that extra crit damage, though, by using him. And looks like first node, easy peasy. Also, again, don't need to pay too much attention to the energy because you should get that as well by using Electra on spawn. So you really can just chuck the Silver Sable ults and the stuns from Hitmonkey, and that's that, right? That's the first node. Now I'm hoping that we can just do a 9-node run here, and that'll get us to the end. So we'll see how difficult each of these nodes are. Let's jump on into node number 2. Now, you know, when I was running this on D8, it was basically an auto. So again, like I said, if you guys just care about the 4-red Quasar, it is pretty easy to get. This is what you're going to be needing to do a little bit more if you're going for that G20. And this very well could be a little bit harder. We're going to see if the difficulty ramps up a little bit here. What happened to my stealth? Oh, shit. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that was a potential death there, but I did get that revive. I failed to cleanse some of these things. Let's go... I'm going to stun Green Goblin. I don't know how much health does he have. Okay, stuns the Kahori as well. But I do want to kind of... Oh, maybe that's too late. I was going to try and focus on Peter B. I do want to get rid of any vulnerabilities. Sometimes that might be a little bit of an issue. I am running Healer, actually, on Daredevil. I was doing that for... Oh, wow. Okay, so... Oh, damn it. Not everyone had the trauma. This lizard did not have the trauma, but he should be bleeding out soon. So let's go over here. I'm going to save some of my cooldowns a little bit, and we'll just do an extra stun over there, and then think we're just going to kill Peter B. Because Penny hasn't dropped down yet, so there we go. Everyone will die before Penny drops down. That's fine. We can get a new wave. There's Penny. We can place another set of traumas, which is great, right? That's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over here. I don't know who the second target's going to be. Okay. I thought maybe it'd be Green Goblin. Let's make sure Green Goblin's dead, I guess. There we go. Okay, he died really quick. And let's go over here with Crate. Wow, okay, Punisher's just wrecking everybody. Just absolutely wrecking everybody. There we go. We got some more characters down. Now, I do need to eventually get that trauma out because now they're going to start cleansing characters. Let's go over here. I guess we'll kill some characters. Get some energy back. We might take a bit of damage here because there's no debuffs out yet. Let's do a slow. No, we didn't get a slow. Okay, that's annoying a little bit. Let's go over here. Try to kill Penny. Can we kill Penny? Penny's almost dead. That might be overkill, but I just wanted to make sure she was dead. And let's go over here. And we can put out the ult, right? Like you don't have to be too conservative about this because you're just going to get it back. On spawn, you're going to 5 energy, right? And so there's 3 enemies left to kill. So this shouldn't be a big problem here. I'm going to get some energy from the kills here anyways. And then when I spawn on the next go, I'll have that energy back. So again, I'm finding this super easy so far. Now, I do want to say that I do have 2 characters at gear tier 20 for this. And they are at 105. But I think that this is probably still doable. I mean, there's no overpower yet, which is a surprise to me, actually. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that you could run this at G19 105. Let's see about this one, though, because this one does have Liberty. So let's go into node number 3. All right, we're here on node number 3. So let's see how this one goes. Have just tried to bonk me, but that did not go very well. Everyone does have trauma, so once again, not really that big of a problem. Now I'm going to go for the stun on Patriot, because I think the Patriot actually does the most amount of damage, right, on the Liberty team? Or is that just me? Now, what's really interesting, and I didn't notice this until now, I guess, is that nobody has ISOs. None of the enemies have ISOs. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let's go over here. I think that was definitely not intended. I have to think, because when is the last time they've ever run an event of any PvE kind where enemies did not have ISO? I think that's why we're having such an easy time, but maybe that's just me. Let's go block. Boy. Blocks. Is that a problem for Silver Sable? Oh, maybe. Let's see. No, we cleared the block. Okay, everyone's got trauma. So once again, we can just go balls to the wall here. Let's stun. Now, what I remember from doing this on D8 is, okay, I thought that he still actually did the rain fire while stunned. This is sometimes a problem actually with the negative zone, where sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, he didn't do it either, which is strange. I swear that they actually did it though, which is kind of weird. But hey, whatever, right? Let's go this way. Doing a lot of damage. All right, we killed Thanos. That's not a problem anyways. Everyone's slowed, so honestly, this is just great. Let's get a let's get a Daredevil ult in there for some damage, and some Punisher AoEs coming up here pretty soon. Probably just do that, right, and then everyone's dead. Like, it's so easy. Does it get harder? This is my first time doing it on D10. I'll be honest. This is like a first go. I did 8, and it was a walk in the park, and I thought the 10 was going to be a little bit harder, but maybe it's not. So that was node number 3. Let's see how node number... Oh, I think we only have to do a 7 node run. Did I say 9 nodes before? Shit, I think I actually did. I think I didn't do enough points, now that I'm thinking about it, because I was so thinking about a Scourge run, which is normally 10 nodes. And I didn't think that it was 8. So I'm a total idiot. And we're still going to run this anyways, though. And we're going to go to the end and see what ends up happening here, I suppose. All right, let's jump into node number 4. After I made my mistake on the scoring, let's hope that we can still get this at least by doing all 8 nodes. So now we have Greg's, which I believe also triggered the energy thing. So, again, who would I normally go for in this case? Sorry, wrong move. I thought I was Hitmonkey. Oops. Normally I was going to try stun Oath, but it looks like the characters are kind of going in the wrong order here. I thought Hitmonkey would normally be second after Silver Sable, but it seems not. Let's go over here. Why is Hitmonkey last? Oh, is it because of the Gregs? Over here, we can't stun Man-Thing, of course. We keep killing the Gregs, which eventually is screwing up our turn bar, but I guess we're okay. Let's try to get these. Oh, wait, we have to kill Hela, right? Oh, my bad. I forgot about the Gregs. The zombies can't die before Hela dies. Hela's dead, though, so that's fine. Let's go for a... I don't even know if I need to do this slow. I think I can just kill them off here. One by one. Let's go over here. And then, okay, that's fine. Whoa, everyone just spawned all at once. And that actually kind of hurt. Now I'm going to flip this into speed up. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And we need to get we need to cleanse that. We need to get a Silver Sable ult off, that's for sure. Stun on a Blade, probably, but I kind of want to stun on Hank Pym. I'm hoping this hits Blade, but it's probably going to hit Nimrod. No, it did hit. Okay, that's fine. Let's put the trauma out on everyone again. And then once they start dropping, it should be fine. I'll get my energy back once they start dying. And then I'm going to try and kill this Nimrod over here in the corner. And then I'm going to go for the... I really hate Man-Thing because you can't stun him, right? He's like the only one that I can't really control that well, but he's super slow, so maybe it's not a big problem. I'm going to use the special over here. It's going to chain around. A bunch of people have bleed. Extended the stun. That Nimrod's dead. Should be fine. Everyone's got trauma anyways, right? Let's kill that Man-Thing. And then we're going to get some more characters coming up, probably. Abomination's dead. Hank Pym's dead. We're going to get more dropping, right? Let's go over here, do the ult. I'm waiting for that last wave. Where's that last wave? Let's do the ult. Why not? Didn't do that much damage because I'm being nerfed because of the other thing. Oh, okay. I mean, I was kind of expecting... There we go. That's what I was expecting, I guess. Let's do the special over here. Get the defense down. Okay. We need to kill Hela, though, right? We need to get some... Oh, I should have stunned Hank Pym, probably, actually. Oopsies. Oh, well. AoE everyone else. Off to the races. We might take a hit from Hank Pym, but and maybe that zombie Iron Man over there. I'm kind of looking at you over there. Can we get you killed? Oh, I forgot. Shit, guys, I forgot. With Hitmonkey, you can't revive anyways. Like the Iron Man zombies aren't reviving. Okay. I forgot. I forgot that's a thing. Wow, okay, we can just put this on auto basic, I guess, at this point. And that was node number, that was node number 4, right? Surprised it even took that long. But yeah, there's a lot of enemies on these nodes, so they do have more hit points than before. All right. Node number 4, right? Or was that 5? I'm losing track. I think it was 4. It was 4. That was 4. And I'm just about to beat my old D8 score. So there we go. Node number 4, not that hard. Again, so far, not really that challenging. Just kind of walking over it with Vigilantes. Like, maybe you could use Thunderbolts, but why? Vigilantes have been out for longer, and so you'd probably have higher stars on them by now. with the various events and the raid orbs and whatnot. Let's see if this has any other challenge. We do have a charge on Nova, which does not get cleared, actually, but we did land a trauma. I'm gonna go for a stun on Spiderweaver, but the Nova charge did not get cleared, so we do actually have to do damage to knock that off, knock the charge off. I forgot how much damage you have to do, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a Punisher AoE on him, probably, like centered on him. I do go for Striker Punisher. I do prefer this. I'm hoping, did we clear the charge? Okay, we did. Now, in terms of who I want to kill, kind of want to kill that. I'm gonna take a Nova special here, right? Did it do much? Not really. Let's go over here though with the special. Did get a slow. Everyone's trauma, so that's fine. Let's do the special over here to extend the stun. Gonna hit everyone. Cool. Okay, we're gonna get a new wave here pretty soon. Can we get some healing? There we go. Okay. All right, we're good to go. 10 out of 18. Okay, 8 dead. Let's how much? Okay, that's a fair bit of hit points there. Good timing though for the rest of the drops. We did not get a trauma on Nova, but we did clear the charge, so we can just stun him here, right? So there is a little bit of focus RNG, it would seem. We're gonna go over here, do the ult, do a bunch of AoE damage. Punisher should be coming up pretty soon as well, actually. Let's do that on Nimrod, because that'll probably kill Nimrod. Yep. So far, so good. Thor, yeah, let's kill you. I'm really not afraid of this Omega Sentinel. It's kind of irritating, this Omega Sentinel retaliate attack, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, I guess they don't have trauma yet, so let's go do some basics. Maybe we can kill the Spider Weavers. Oh wow, okay, that was fast. Everyone else is controlled. Let's just kill Nimrod, maybe. Yeah. It's kind of irritating, the Omega Sentinel hits, but it's not doing... It's actually... Yes, doing a bit of damage, actually. I'm going to kill her next. It's kind of getting annoying. Alright, Omega Sentinel. Die. Again, super easy. I mean, we just healed back up every time we did something. So, there we go. And that was node number 5. Alright, let's move on. Alright, now we're on node number 6. Now, surely this is going to get harder. We're up against a null. Maybe it's a little bit easier because we're, not doing the war buffs. We will have to do node number 8, though, which is, I think I may have said that we could have done this with less, but I'm an idiot and forgot how many nodes there are actually on this. Let's see what happens with null. We do need to get null down, right? So that's going to be... can you not trauma null? I honestly, I forget, but the fact that I can't put the vulnerabilities is really irritating. So I'm gonna have to go. I always forget the kits, but I'm pretty sure you can't. But we can slow him. We can't. Okay, fine. We'll just kill you. There we go. Now, what's gonna happen with Thanos? Or do we just knock Gladiator down and then now we can put the vulnerability? It's the 50% health thing, right? Right. That's what's the big problem. Oh, shit. He cleared his stun. Why did I not get 2 stunned? I should have got... Oh, because I couldn't vulnerable him. Oh, F. Oh, F. I just got 1 shot. Okay, there might be a little bit of strategy on this node number 6, so we're going to have to redo this. Alright, so we started back again with the same kind of lineup, but we did get a defense down on null this time around. I mean, I still want to do this, right? Or... Yeah, I mean, I think I'm more afraid of this than I am of Thanos. I don't want him putting out an exposed or anything. Maybe we need to kill Null too. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Why that Gladiator was a bit of a problem. Can we kill Gore? No. Okay, so But Gladiator really messed up. Do I need to stun Gladiator, I wonder? Because that special is really irritating, and it clears all my buffs, including the taunt, and then Medusa's going to come and fuck me up. The same thing's happening again. Okay, so I need to do something a little bit differently. Alright, I am going to try something that I heard in Discord, because I am... this was a bit tricky with just the Vigilantes, that's for sure. That was actually pretty good, because I hit defense down on almost everyone. This time, I'm going to stun Kahori, and apparently it's going to hit Gore. So, apparently this is... No, actually, it hit Medusa. So, apparently it was supposed to hit Gore. Well, and then we're supposed to hit the alt on Null, apparently. And then Punisher alts Gladiator. And that knocks him down so that they can be... Oh, okay, so they can be hit by that. So, Elektra can now alt Null, and then apparently we're just supposed to ignore Thanos is apparently what we're supposed to do. And I guess the debuffs got blocked by Daredevil, so this is something. But I feel like we're gonna get like pushed into the Thanos passive here in a second. Now, ideally, if I hit Thanos. I don't know in which order I should do this, but I want to slow them over there. We do need to deal with Red Goblin, though. So I'm gonna... I don't know if that was a good idea, actually. Okay, alright. Well, that's something, I guess. And we need to kill Red Goblin, though. Okay, that's fine. This score is being a bit of a pain in the ass. Now what? Now we need to kill Medusa. I need to get a Silver Sable alt off. Let's see if we can kill somebody here. Oh wow, okay, we kill Gore. So it's a very, very, very slow burn, but there's a particular strategy here that is pretty important, I think. So I'm going to do that. I hope I don't get fucked up by the rainfire. Oh my god. Okay, we're still alive. Now I'm going to stun this one over here. And, okay, so I thought we... Oh! Okay. It's not... Let's put up the immunity. Okay, we're still alive. This one's a bit tougher than the other nodes, for sure. And let's just go over here with the alt. Okay. Got the Thanos dead. I forget who's on the next wave, honestly, but I'm going to go and just kill Thanos anyways. Or try. Kind of nerfed on the damage there. Ooh, we got to spawn Kahori. That almost fucked me up. Okay, we're still in this. Also, actually, we need to focus on... We cannot let Red Goblin revive Null, because I'm pretty sure if he takes a turn, that's exactly what's going to happen. But over here, there's buffs on Kahori, and that's not good. And this Kahori has a lot of health for some reason, and we need to steal some of those buffs. She's got speed up, and that is... I don't know where she's getting all these buffs from. Is that from Miss Marvel or something? Like, where are these things happening? Am I an idiot? Thank you. There we go. We got the trauma out. That's great. That should help. And help us control the fight. Oh, they were... Oh, because of the pack that I had on. Okay, that did a ton of damage. Kahori should drop pretty soon. Let's put the special over here. Slow on Medusa. Let's finish off on Kahori. And we did finally get this. Oh my god, this node was a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, I'm not going to lie. This was probably the hardest one so far in the Scourge. We did end up getting it. That was node number 6. Let's see. There's 2 more nodes left that we have to clear. Whew. Okay, so we're on node number 7. And I actually think we might be able to do this with just 7 nodes. If we clear this. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get this dead. And then we're going to see if this clears milestone 10. Maybe we will do the final node just for shits and giggles, I guess, to see, right? But looking at the points, we might actually be able to do this in 7 nodes. Always deal with Omega Red, Phoenix Force, and... Okay, apparently he's got a stun. Who's the secondary stun here? Okay, great, that's fine. Because that's a big pain in the ass. Let's see, we get the alt up. It's gonna, the defense down shouldn't land, so that's fine, but I'm forced into killing him. Then we should probably go into Omega Red Phoenix Force because he is a pain. But I'm gonna use the ult over here to get the extra turn bar. Why not? As long as Omega Red's stunned, he doesn't do his little janky passive thing that like steals your health and stuff. So we got some slows, or we got trauma on Old Man Logan. We're gonna do the special though because I can't stun him. I just want to do more damage. So we'll see over there. Omega Red is dead. Get the follow-up attack. Special. Oh, he's not dead. Oh, now he's dead. Okay, good. And then we get Gambit dead over there, and we're at 6 out of 16. This was super easy. And then we got the Silver Sable ult again. So, yeah, wow. The only real hard part was that node 6. I think the rest of this probably is not going to be that hard here. I'm going to get a slow on Forge. I don't know why, but let's just... Because he might heal? I don't know. He might use his ult. No, he's ability blocked, so... I don't know what's really going to happen here. We took a little bit of damage. Let's, you know what? Can we kill Dark Phoenix? Dark Phoenix always has like no hit points. So we did unfortunately get a taunt by Colossus. I guess we're forced in over here, but they're largely controlled, so this isn't really that big of a deal. I should have started on the other end. Actually, that's fine. It's apparently going to chain around to everyone anyways. Perfectly fine. And then they're all going to just drop dead. So we can do that. Phoenix Force Omega Red just going to die here in a second, but I'm going to go over here on this end and just we're going to go around the board. I love Punisher. I don't care what people say. Punisher's great. His damage is really high. We got Forge dead. There we go. Node number 7. Is this going to give us the magic number? A magic number? Is it? I think it did. It did. It got us there to milestone 12. Is it 12, 15? Whatever. The rewards are there. So you can do this in 7 nodes to get your 25 G20 Mystics that are going to help you get further along in the Xavier saga. Now, for most of you, this is going to be the end of the video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. But if you do want to stick around for node number 10, I will do this here and see how hard that this is, and if it's really bad, I'll just chop it off. So I just want to see how hard is it. Now it comes down to just killing Odin, I think, and this is really reminiscent of Negative Zone. So maybe it's a pain. We'll find out, I guess. Normally you just put that up. We need to get defense down onto Odin, which we did on the first go. I'm surprised. Now normally I would not use the stun on him because I know he can't be stunned, but I just wanted to do the extra damage on him. Get a slow on him. That's important too. The secondary target would be like basically Shadow King, I think is going to be pretty important because I don't have an ability block on him. Let's see. Can we finish off Odin with the... We did. Wow, that hit for 23 million damage. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to kill Shadow King though. Are we? No. Oh, maybe. 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 We might, actually, with the follow-up striker attack, we might get him killed. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to get a slow over here on Oath. And I do want to just kill off Emma, because she's got the possession, and now nobody's around to take it. Ancient One spawned in too late. And we're down to 10 out of 16. I'm going to go ahead and stun Black Knight. Secondary to Ancient One, that's fine too. Let's kill Spider Weaver so no charges, stupid charges come up randomly. And then I think at this point, honestly, I don't know, it kind of varies. They're just dropping like flies without that HP packed, right? They're just dying. 6 out of 16 already. Super easy. Let's just finish off Ancient One. We got the final. And this Dormammu doesn't even matter because as long as you have Hitmonkey, the revive once does absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. We're going to stun Dormammu anyways, though. And wow, he's just going to drop dead because he's got like no hit points apparently. And this was just easy peasy lemon squeezy. This last node was just a walk in the fucking park. Okay, guys. So that's it. That is the Quasar Scourge for you guys. The first 8 nodes. All you need is Vigilantes. You don't even need Quasar. It is absolutely crazy. I have yet to even use Quasar in my game. I have not used him in Alliance War yet. Maybe I will use him today because I do have an Alliance War running, but there you go. I didn't even need to go the extra mile, but I did decide to do that. And anyways, just to see how easy it was, and it turns out it's pretty easy. Now, of course, I am running this with 2 G20 characters, and the rest of them are G19, but I did expect this to be a little bit more challenging, not going to lie. Negative Zone took me much longer time to clear this, even when I'm doing this daily, than what this first time invasion event Quasar did. That's just my thoughts. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.